Hello there, aspiring tennos, and I would say welcome back to another Warframe video. However, that is not what we're doing today. Yes, you are in fact correct. This is not Warframe, but you read the title, so you probably already know what this is about. Now, I presume that most of the people watching this is from the Warframe community, as that's primarily what I cover on this channel. However, today I felt like doing some Path of Exile. These games have a lot in common, and one of them is a free market. Thusly, we can analyze just how profitable something is, and that is what we will do today. So, within Path of Exile, for those of you who don't know, there is this separate game mechanic called Heist, and within Heist you can buy these blueprints. Now, these blueprints, depending upon which type it is, can be quite expensive, and of course, the unusual gems are the most expensive. Of course it is, right? So I've already prepared some spreadsheets for you guys, but I want to talk about what it means in terms of actually preparing these blueprints. So first up, we have to buy the blueprints themselves, but then we also have to reveal them. So as you'll see here, the third line, it says 3 out of 3. That means that we have revealed 3 wings. Whenever you get a blueprint, it has 1 out of however many wings it has revealed. And then I have to go ahead and reveal it. For that, we will need to farm some reveals, which I've already done ahead of time, of course. But then we also have to pay some rogue markers, so we have some additional cost here on top of everything else. Now let me go ahead and show you what that actually looks like. Hold on, and there we are. And I need to get there myself. All right, now I can't see myself. What the hell? Okay, right. So again, we have the blueprints themselves. I've bought 101 of them, which, in hindsight, that's probably a little bit excessive, but hey, it makes for good content, so whatever. I paid 50 chaos for each of them. Chaos is basically the main currency, those of you who don't know, whereas exalted orbs are a more expensive currency, and the what's it called? The how many ever chaos goes into an exalt exchange rate is 173 chaos to 1 exalt. And I don't know why I struggled so much with that in particular. But then we have the rogue markers as well, and there's actually 2 separate costs which we have to discuss in relation to this, because yes, I had to pay for the reveals, which came out to just about exactly actually 800,000 rogue markers, which is a lot. That is a lot. You get rogue markers from doing contracts, and on average, just from doing contracts normally, you're probably gonna make about 1,000. So yeah, you have to do 800 contracts, and you know, even if you speedrun it, you're probably still gonna spend 2 minutes on each, and I used 800,000 of them, so obviously that's really expensive. Then we also have hire/travel fee. And this is the cost relating to, you have some rogues that you hire for each blueprint, and as well doing the blueprint itself, that's a travel fee, and the hiring fee, that's the rogues. Now I just said each of them were 2,000, but considering that most of these have 4 wings, which means that we need 3 additional rogues per wing usually, the price probably is closer to this. So yeah, it's gonna be even a little bit more expensive. However, once we've run all of these, then we'll go ahead and take a look at how much it actually cost. So again, this is the exalted cost just for the rogue markers, and this is the chaos cost. This is the chaos cost for the blueprint, and this is the EX cost. I don't know why they're swapped, whatever. Now down here we have the total cost, and this is in chaos, 9,000 chaos or 5.2 EX. Now just to put this into perspective, roughly 1 EX is like 25-ish platinum last time I checked. So you know what, just for fun, let's go ahead and take a look at what that actually means in practice. So 25, so we spent about 1,300 platinum just investing into this. So let's hope this doesn't all go down the drain. I mean, I know it won't, I've done quite a few of these. Now, a last thing that I want to discuss with you guys is we have over here, this is how many wings we have. So one of the blueprints had just 2 wings. I got that one really cheap, that's why. So I guess it isn't really fair to include it here, but we're doing it anyways. Then we have 3 out of 3, so it has 3 wings and 4 wings. Now, what it means for blueprint to have 4 wings is that it has 4 separate areas which each have their own reward room. So we have 4 different chances of getting something valuable, whereas over here we only have half of that. Of course, it's more expensive to reveal and all of that, so you get it, right? Now, what we basically need to check here, because there's a couple of questions which I wanted to answer with this, and one of them is obviously, is it profitable? And I can tell you right now, yes, it is profitable, but most things are. Generally speaking, buying something to run is cheaper than running it. Not in all cases, but in most cases. But the question is, how profitable is it? That's the second question. How long does it take to run? So what's the opportunity cost of it? Then I want to answer if it is worth using Markov reveals, because there are 2 different characters which produces reveals, Markov and Diana. You get them at the same time, but Diana has a 45% discount on her reveals. So you're going to be saving some rogue markers. And then I also want to look into fracturing these blueprints, because you can use a fossil on them to create a copy. You can do this once. The problem is that the copy will lose all reveals, even the ones that it's sort of born with or created with. Not the 1 wing, but there are additional reward rooms with extra items that obviously we're gonna lose. Now the upside is that generally speaking, a fossil costs only 30, right? So we can't answer that question until we actually know how many rewards we're going to get. But what I'll do is that I'll buy an additional large stash, and then we will separate. So we have the valuable gems, we'll throw those in here, and then we will have all of our additional rewards in a separate stash tab. We'll be using a program called Excellence Next to check just how much stuff is worth. Now would be a pretty good time to mention that I'm gonna be streaming all of this possibly already tomorrow, but I mean, I'll let you know later in the video if not. But I think that's pretty much everything. So if everything goes according to plan, then I will look very much so forward to hopefully seeing you tomorrow. Hope that you'll be open-minded enough to check out this game with me, and then maybe I can lure some of you into playing it as well. But anyways, I'll see you then.